All right, guys, welcome back to Just an Average Joe, and I finally got FSD 14 on my 25 Model 3 Performance. So I literally just got the update. I've been sitting here waiting for it to update, and it is ready to go. So this is going to be the first drive with it. And right off the bat, here's the difference right here. Start self-driving. I have no destination entered in. So apparently if I can just hit that, it just goes. So I guess we're going to try the FSD Roulette and just press it and see what it does. I am currently parked inside the garage. Usually FSD has an issue in the past when I have started from here because I park really close to the side, but when you pull out, the driveway is kind of worn down. So when it does pull out, usually to the right, it thinks I'm off-road and it hesitates. And it usually stops for a brief second. So I'm kind of curious to see if that changes. Or if I do go left, it usually goes left and goes to the stop sign. And then when it turns at that stop sign, it always has a hard time seeing the right-hand corner. So it always does brake and then it goes. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I push this. So basically, I'm going to see what it does in the neighborhood first, and then we'll go to a destination and try out the different profiles as far as the parking and everything like that goes. But basically what I'm going to do is, if at any point of the video I cut, it's just because nothing's happening, which is probably a good thing. But obviously if I come up to something where I know in the past it's been an issue, or if there's construction, we'll definitely show that whole part of it. But like I said, for other parts though, if I just fast forward through it, it's just basically because it's doing exactly what it should be doing. So like I said, let's initially try this and see what happens. Okay. All right, so right off the bat, let's close the garage. Oh, okay. Okay, that was very assertive. I mean, it knew it was going to pull out and just went. And that's really cool, because usually every time before on FSD 13, it would hesitate. That just felt naturally how I would pull out. All right, so this right here, because you can never see this corner right here. So let's see. So it's going. Perfect. I mean, that was really, really good there. I'm getting a notification here saying that autopilot visibility limited. Look at my rear camera, because yeah, I park really close in the garage, so I can't see. So, all right, that's good. And let's see. So I know they changed the profile. So here we go. So we are here, Sloth. And I'm very interested to see this, because apparently I can't control the speed limit anymore. And there is a part coming up here where the speed limit is 25, and the police are very strict there. So that's one place that I would always make sure that I am at 25. And now that I don't have that control, I don't exactly know what's gonna happen now. But here, so right now we're in FSD Roulette. The car is doing its own thing. It feels very natural now, like very, very different from FS13. Like FSD 13 I loved it. I used FSD like 98% of the time. The only times I really wouldn't use FSD would be in small neighborhoods, like getting out of here, or in parking lots. So I'm very interested to see how parking lots handle, because parking lots was one area that I would never use FSD. It hesitated too much. There was just too much going on that it was just not worth even trying to use it. But right now I'm kind of interested to see where it's taking me. Is it going to bring me back home? I have no navigation set up right now, so it is just doing its thing. Profile set to Sloth. So here we go. So, okay, so let's try this. Since we are close to the house, so nice here between two cars. Let's try doing. Let's see what happens up here. If it tries to get me out of the subdivision, then I will change it. But let's see. Okay, if it passes this road, I would do. Okay, let me do. I have to take it home. That is not a road. Okay, let's just stop that. I was trying to go. I had a turn signal, but I guess there is a road up here, so I guess that's probably where it was trying to go. Okay, so this is blocked. See that? All right, cool. Here's a very tight gap right here. Perfect. All right, so let's do this. So let's have it park in the driveway and see what happens when I get there. Now, this is very interesting. I think this is more of a map issue. Is the navigation shows the house not where the driveway is. So I'm kind of curious to see will FSD know and go park in the actual driveway and not where the address on the map shows that the house is. I mean, yeah, so far, I mean, it is very smooth. Let's see how this handles here. Holds up a little bit. Okay, it didn't hesitate there. It creeped up a little bit. Usually, it would creep up, stop, and then go again. Here, it kind of just creeped up and just took off. Okay, so let's see. So according to the map is showing here, but it is going to turn. Okay. Kind of curious as to if it's going to just pull into the side of the house. No one coming. There, okay. Okay, let's see. Is it actually going to pull in the driveway? Let's open the garage. Okay. Okay. Pull into that. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. Never has it ever, even on FSD, when I have it drive me home, it always tries to park on the opposite side as a destination. But here, it parked in the driveway. That's so cool. All right, so let's try doing a test, and let's just drive to Target. And I think this route, depending on the route it's going to take, let's see here. There is a lot of construction. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to. Okay, so it's going to take this way. There's been a lot of construction on this road, a lot of one-way roads. So let's see how that works. So let's close the garage first, and let's see how it does backing up. Okay, so it's gonna go. See, this is an interesting way, because FSD always likes to go around the whole block versus just taking the road that's right here that cuts into the same road. Like, this has always been a thing. It's always done this. So I think that's more of a mapping issue, not necessarily an FSD issue. All right, so again, this is always that stop sign that always has issues right here. All right, now it's going. Okay. So let's do this. So let's have it in the parking lot. We are going to have it park in the parking lot. So when we get to, so let's see. So when we get to Target, it should park in the parking lot. Like I said, I might have to disable it just based on the speed profiles that I've seen a lot of other people have issues with, because like I said, that stretch that we're going to go through, if you're not going 25, you will get pulled over. So that is one area that always I either disengage FSD or I make sure that it's set to exactly 25 and not go a mile over, because the cops there are brutal. And the cool thing about it, though, I mean, not the cool thing, but the weird thing about it is they are actually the only police department in the county that has a Tesla. They actually just picked up a Model Y and they converted it, so it is. Oh, okay, we had a little break there. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, they actually got a Tesla. There was a whole debacle about that, and people were so against them getting it, but they ended up getting it, and so they are patrolling with it. It's pretty cool seeing it. All right, so let's see. I have it on Sloth. The speed limit is 25. And so far it is keeping it at 25. I'm interested to see the comparison between FSD 14 on my Model 3 performance and on my 26 Model Y. So I did not get the update on the 26 Model Y yet, so I'll see when the lady gets home and we connect to Wi-Fi and see if she'll get the update, because I want to see if the front camera actually does make a difference. Okay, nice stop there. Okay, a little bit of hesitation brake there, but it was fine. All right, so yeah, this is the area right here that I make sure we stay at 25. All right, we're at 25 right now. Like I said, I am on Sloth at Destination Park in a parking, and my options are parking lot or parking garage. There's only parking lot, so I have that picked. So we shall see what it does when it gets to target. Yeah, I think I'm one of the few people out there that I love FSD, and I know there's some hiccups, but I also like to push it to the limits to see where are situations that when you do put it in, you have to be a little more aware. And like I said, one of the biggest ones for me has always been parking lots. You know, I've learned that parking lots is not a place to start FSD or to use it, because it's just been, there's a lot going on there. And so, you know, I just know that its limitations is parking lots. So I'm very curious to see how FSD works right now in parking lots in that situation. So I will say this, since getting into the initial video here, I have not touched anything other than I pressed the button. I pressed start, and it's been doing all of this on its own. We did FSD Roulette. It took me, I did make it go home. Once it got home, it pulled in the driveway. And then to target, I just hit continue. So I have not touched anything yet as of now. So I'm liking this. It is staying at 25. That's perfect. I think now, this used to be the speed, but yeah, if I change it now, there's chill. Chill's going up to 26 now. I think I definitely want to try the Mad Max, because I always drive in the Hurry profile. I love Hurry profile. It's one of those that's it's very assertive, and it knows it's going to get you there. And so I'm very curious to see how Mad Max feels, or how much more different Mad Max is from Hurry. And of course, they are done with all the construction here. This has been a hot mess here. This entire stretch has been nothing but one-lane roads and cones. FSD 13 is done fine. I just wanted to see if 14 was a little more, you know, assertive and just more natural than, because FF13 would hesitate a couple of times, but again, even I think if I was just driving and I was new to the area, I would probably be a little hesitant too on which lane I needed to be in and what part. All right, so we are, like I said, I'm in chill. Speed limit's 25, it's going 27, which is about appropriate. So let's change it over to standard. Okay, I'm up at 28, 29. Nice turn, there's a person crossing. No issue there. And sad. Usually this turn's a little hectic. It's almost 11, so there shouldn't be too much traffic going on right now. I will probably try this again later tonight around rush hour when it gets pretty hectic here. This usually backs up all the way. You have people trying to make a left here. This backs up. People trying to make a right in here. Okay, so it's stopping at the line. Pulling up, checking in, it's going, okay. See the car pulling out, perfect. Oh, there's my neighbor Jerry. Is that Jerry? There's Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. We're out of here. Oh, Jerry wants to race. There goes Jerry. Look at him go. Hey! That's my 90-year-old neighbor driving a stick shift SI Honda Civic. He drives that thing like he stole it. Man, there is no question or not of whether or not Jerry is 90, man. He had just pulled out. Let's see, I guess we're going to have to go to Mad Max. Let's see if we can catch up to Jerry. All right, instantly feel a difference there on Mad Max. It's going. Speed limit's 35. And 43. Usually on this road, I probably go about 45-ish. It's okay. It's 44. Yellow light, don't care. It's going. 43. I mean, 47. Okay, I'm gonna. Let's bring this down. It's going 50. Yeah, 50 and a 35 down the main road here where there's usually cops. Yeah, not a good thing. Okay, so let's go to standard. All right, standard, we're at 44. Yeah, man, what is that? 50 and a 35, that's, what is that, 20? I can't do math. 35, 45, 15 over? Yeah, no. Even right, okay, so I'm going 44. Let's bring it down to chill. Okay, so there's other parts that I would be comfortable, not down this stretch. All right, so chill right now is at 37 and a 35. I would probably go up 40, but okay, that's fine. Jerry's probably going to the gym right now. That man, bless that guy's man. He's 90 years old, and every single day he goes to Planet Fitness. I see him there usually all the time. He's on the little machine. He's doing a little hand cranking and doing his little weights. And I think he's, let's see if he, I don't think he knows I'm behind him, but let's see him take off over here. A little Civic over here. That man, up until last year, was still riding motorcycles. At 89 years old, he was still riding motorcycles. Yo, he's going, man. Look at him. Jerry has a lead foot. All right, so we should be coming up shortly here to Target. And I want to see which way it's going to go, because there's two ways of getting to Target. I usually go the back way. I mean, that's more of a preference, but this is probably going to go. Oh, I think it's showing it's going to go the way I would go. It should be right here. Yeah. All right, so pulling in. Here's Target. Let's see what it does. It's going to go straight here. Oh, there is an entrance right here. I forgot about this one. Okay. All right, so we are in Target. Let's see what it does. Is it going to try to park, or is it going to try to go to the entrance first and then find a spot? Okay, this is one area I'm going to make sure get ready to take over, just because it's in the past it does not do very well in parking lots. Okay, what's it doing? All right, FSD is parking, but see, yeah, this is one. Okay, so it is parking in a curbside pickup spot. This is not even a spot. What is it doing? All right, let's see. All right, so definitely not a parking spot. Okay, well, it parked here. Let's move out of here, because this is not a parking spot, but it did find a spot. I guess technically that is a spot. but that is a curbside parking spot. Okay, let's start from here. Let's head on over to Planet Fitness, and then let's see what it does there. It's right up the street here, so it's literally in the same parking lot, but okay. So if I do this, and then we're gonna change it to, okay. All right. Okay, and then start self-driving. Okay, and then we're gonna have it park in a parking lot at Planet Fitness. Okay, let's see where this goes. Okay, so before in parking lots, it would always go about 6-7 miles an hour. And I mean, we're going 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's see how it does this turn. This turn is usually not the friendliest because people always cut this corner really short here because you can't go. Let's see. She's going. No one on my right. Oh, okay. So where's it going right now? I don't know where Tesla's going right now. What are you doing? Okay, so it pulled into the wrong parking lot. I don't know what it's doing, but it went around this car. This is not... Oh, wait. Oh, okay, my bad. Not Tesla's fault on this one. It is... I guess I did not start the navigation. So, not the Tesla's fault. That was mine. But it handled that pretty good. So, let's see. Okay, and go. Okay. Parking lot. Okay, yes, we know. Okay. Okay. So it's gonna go. Okay, that would have been the exit right there, but what it's gonna do is probably gonna go around to go back around again. Okay, so it's definitely still. I think it's one of these situations where I still think that parking lots are not. Oh, it's going to. Okay, it's going behind the stores. Oh, okay, let's see. Is geese blocking the road? Let's see how it handles this. Oh, look, I think those are new animations. Are those dogs on there? Okay. Okay, it's going around the geese. All right. They need to add a honking function for geese, but I guess technically it's illegal to honk at a goose, but they need something. Okay, that was pretty cool. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We're good here. All right. Okay. Let's see what it's gonna do. Because the navigation's showing at the front, but I do have it set to park. Let's see what it does. Okay, now it's turning here. Okay, so now it's going to look for a spot. I assume it is. Well, there's Jerry. All right, so I think did it find a spot here? Okay. Okay, it found a spot. It does, that truck's sticking out pretty far, but it should have room. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. It made it here. It did find a spot. All right, so I think we're going to end it here. That was the first initial. Like I said, we did the FSD Roulette, drive around the neighborhood. It parked at the house. I'm probably going to go around and test a little bit more. If anything interesting happens or anything like that, I'll drop another video on here. But as of right now, first initial test, essentially I made it all the way here without doing anything. The only thing I had to intervene was at Target. It did park in a spot that was not a spot. It was a curbside spot. So I did have to take over there, and I had to take over when I was coming here, but that was my fault because I did not actually have it go to Planet Fitness. So that was my fault, but it did handle that situation fine. And we ran into some geese, so we got to see. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the dog animation is new, is it? I don't remember seeing a dog animation, but there is a dog animation because it showed up as a geese. The geese showed up as dogs. But yeah, I mean, it got here back to Planet Fitness. It seems a little more nicer in parking lots, like a little more faster, not as sluggish. I'll have to do more testing on that part. Mad Max is very fast, a little uncomfortable. Going 50 on a 35, that's a no-no. Even Hurry and Standard were pretty fast. So Chill seems to be pretty good. Sloth,